What's up everyone, I got my wisdom teeth out 3 days ago, so there is some swelling to my cheeks that makes them way larger than normal, almost chipmunk cheeked a bit. But I'm gonna get through this video because something exciting happened that I just couldn't wait to open, that I just figured, I've gotta open it. So, the backstory to this is somewhat interesting. I have a friend of mine who is a viewer of the channel and who is a dedicated EU fan, reading through the EU in chronological order, and he decided that he didn't want to keep some of the Star Wars RPGs, and very generously he wanted me to have his Star Wars RPGs. And these are not Weston Games Star Wars RPGs, Wizards of the Coast, or Fantasy Flight Games RPGs. You may remember a video I made about many of the third-party RPG magazines from a while ago. I also did a dedicated obscure EU video to one of them, Northwest Coast RPG, or North Coast roleplayer, and I plan on making dedicated obscure EU videos to each of these magazines that he sent me in this box. This is a box of Challenge magazines, which is one of the companies that produced a lot of short Star Wars RPG articles that were found exclusively in their magazine run. Like I said, I did a deep dive into a lot of obscure Star Wars RPG mags in a video maybe a year ago at this point, and so I absolutely love this kind of branch of collecting for Star Wars EU. When it's so obscure that the only place to find it is in kind of third-party RPG mags, how much more obscure with the Star Wars EU can you get, you know? And so he sent me this awesome package here, and I am so excited to open it up. So thank you, huge thank you to my friend and viewer of the channel who sent this in. I can't thank him enough. It was really generous of him to want to send these my way, and so I'm super excited about it and want to offer a huge thanks to him for sending this my way. Really cool of him. So, I have my knife here, and we're going to open this up. And like that, the box has been opened. And can now be set aside. Super excited about these. Oh man, this is a stack. I believe there's 12 here. And who made me aware of these? I did not know that these existed until StarWarsReadingOrder.com showed me that some of these existed. They showed me the Roleplayer Independent UK, which I think I made a video about, As Cold as Charity, a long time ago in an old series that I did. And then it was Christopher Nelson, talking to him early on when he told me about these, and I just became so excited and enamored and obsessed with this corner of Star Wars with these RPG mags, because how much more obscure in terms of EU content can it get? So Chris Nelson sent me a list of them, and I've been tracking some of them down, and this is gonna probably double my collection thanks to my friend and the viewer who sent these in to me. Very, very cool of them to do so. Again, very generous. Thank you so much to them. Can't believe this amazing stack that I've got right here on my left. Oh my goodness. So we are gonna take a look promptly at these. This is the stack. Oh my goodness. And I can kind of show on my shelf down here kind of the ones I already have, which range from here to here. And that is now significantly expanded in portion. Absolutely amazing. Wow. Okay, so another friend of mine who's big into these is Luke Van Horn, who has several of them, I believe. and he is an avid collector of some of these as well. And Vaughn99. So there's a bunch of people who absolutely love these. And then there's the project on Joe Bongiorno's website. You can click over to an archive of a lot of these that I think it's Ken is helping to put together. I can't remember exactly who is involved in that project, but a lot of people who are working on archiving them digitally. Okay, look at these. Okay, so we've got challenge number 58. Look at that. Challenge number 32. Awesome. These are so glossy still. We've got challenge 35. Challenge 43. Challenge 74. Challenge 77. Challenge 68. We're going to look at these in a minute in more detail. Challenge 57, which is that looks like kind of like Star Wars is depicted on the cover. And yeah, Star Wars Green Squad 3 is what's advertised. Very cool. Challenge 72. Challenge 76. Challenge 65. Oh man, this is insane. I think this is close to a full run of the challenge mags. Oh my goodness. I love this cover. This is one that I really like. This is number 38 here. And lastly, number 37. So it looks like we've gone in reverse order of unboxing them. So we'll start with number 37 here. 37 is this one here. And I don't see that it advertises a Star Wars article within this one. It does not. But opening it up, we have the table of contents. And for Star Wars, there's an article called Wookiees Amok by Timothy R. Ryan on page 54. So I'll show the table of contents to each of these and do a more dedicated Obscure EU video to each of them eventually. So page 54. I just love the feel of these old mags, the old quality paper. It's very nostalgic and very, very cool. Oh, look at this, a full art piece too. Look at that. Oh man, can't wait to delve into this. I will do so eventually. Oh wow, multiple pages too. Multiple art pieces. Oh, look at this. My goodness, this is a really cool one. Whew. That is just so dope. Wow. I'm going to be probably reading these after I record this video. Challenge number 38. This one does advertise Star Wars right here. And the table of contents shows that. There. Page 68, Starfighter Down by William W. Connors. I love this stuff so much. Thank you so much to my friend who sent these in to me. Starfighters Down. Art pieces too. Look at that. And the logo. Which means they had permission to do these stories, which just adds to the official nature of them. And that's a separate story at that point, so this one's just 2 pages, it looks like. Yeah. So cool. So cool. Just show it one more time. Look at that. Just awesome. This stuff is just too cool. Oh no, there is more pages. Continued on page 79, it says. Aha, so yeah, 3 pages. Super cool. Finishes on this page here. This is awesome. Challenge 65. This one does not advertise Star Wars. Some of them advertised Star Wars on the cover, some did not. This is Shadow of the Dark Side by James B. King, according to the table of contents there. And that is page 66. Okay, pages swapped to being on the bottom. Page numbers did. 63, 64. Whoa, look at this. What a cool art piece. Oh my goodness. That is just dope. Can't wait to delve into this one. This looks like there is a lot to this story. Up to page 70. So it's about 4 pages. So cool. It's an awesome back cover too. Alright. Okay, it's a little bit out of order, but 76 here. It does advertise Star Wars. Some of these have Star Trek in them too, so that's fascinating. Me as a fan of Trek. So this one is Star Wars Death by Triflexia on 76 by Peter M. Schweighofer, who contributed to some of what are they called? The Tales series. You'll see his name on these. And he contributed to West End Games as well. A lot of West End games. Maybe Wizards of the Coast too, I can't recall. But he has an extensive Star Wars bibliography. So this one starts on page 76, on issue 76. Look at this one. Oh, this looks awesome. Loving all the Star Wars art pieces that accompany these too. It's exclusive EU art to here. Just awesome. Just awesome. And more art too. We've got the Salamane here. Species looks to be new. Oh man, it's gonna be awesome to read through these. Just awesome. Absolutely dope. Challenge 72. This one does again advertise Star Wars. Chris Nelson has a video where he shows just how many Star Wars RPGs there are that I would recommend. It had me absolutely drooling for RPG content. The Anaru Express on 79 in this issue by Alison Brooks. So many EU authors who only contributed with these one stories. I'd really love to be able to reach out to some of these people and interview them about their work on Star Wars. So Star Wars, the Anaru and Nanaru Express by Alison Brooks. Looks like it's a planet description here. Ooh, we've got some Vader art. So Vader was involved on Nanaru, it looks like. This is so cool. I love this stuff. And that's it to this story, huh? Yeah, super dope. Love this. Lots of character names here. Love it. Alright, we've got 57 here with this dope cover. Advertises, does it? Yep, Star Wars Green Squad 3 by Stephen Marinaccio. Marinaccio. Sorry for the butchered pronunciation, I'm sure. Page 68. Wow. I recognize this art piece. I think, yeah, is this from, there's a signature. I feel like this is from one of those comic strips. Maybe I'm wrong. Dope art piece either way. Of a rebel soldier on a planet here. Star Wars logo on the top again. Several pages here. Looks like an adventure. And it's 3 pages. Dope. Some maps. Awesome. 68. And Star Wars is advertised again. What year was this one? Curious what year these were. These were 80s and 90s, I believe. 93 is the one I see for this one. Star Wars for Star Wars. Parts is Parts. Page 54. So, by Wallace D. Greer. Parts of, ooh, we've got a Bib Fortuna art piece with a little dog dude. Exclusive EU species to here. Whatever that thing is. Dope. Or is it Bib Fortuna? And we've got a second page, or a third page as well. Nice. Awesome, awesome. It's crazy how much content there actually is to these. It does add up, I would argue. We've got issue 77. Star Wars Pandora's Box is what's advertised here by Peter Roche. Which is page 70. Nice art piece here. I've heard the name of this story before, I think. Maybe Chris mentioned it or I saw it on the Wook. But we've got a cool lightsaber back there too. Dope art piece. Fighting something. Awesome. Looks like some smugglers encounter a virus is the plot to this one. Excited to read it. We've got Challenge 74, Star Wars HoloNet Waystation by Martin Wickstead. He wrote for one of the Galaxy Guides, I believe. Dope. This one's page 77. Ooh. A Star Wars Adventure by Martin Wickstead. Nice artwork. And it's about HoloNet Waystations. Super cool. Okay. Dismantling when the HoloNet was dismantled. Nice. Rescue Maxine Bator. Ooh. Max. A character named Maxine. I don't know if there's other characters named Maxine in Star Wars. There probably are. But that's dope. We've got another art piece back here. Make sure to go follow Strictly Star Wars, of course. Friend of the channel from Superlit. Dope. Challenge 43, Star Wars on the Dark Side. I believe I have this issue. Let's see. Stacks, this is Poster Monthly. That's that. Role Player Independent. We've got some other issues to be seen on Obscure EU when I go through all of these, because that's after I cover a couple picture books. The plan is to go to these mags. Oh, I love this one, Vortex. Got Challenge 41. I already have this one, which got this one here as well. But I think this one's in better shape maybe, so I'll see about that. I'll keep this set together. So this was 32. Man, I love these mags. 43. Did have it. But again, this seems to be a better copy. So I'll take a look at that. Super cool. How many more Star Wars RPG mags do I have? Seems to be a few. Dragon mag. Space Gamers. I love the Space Gamer mags. They're super cool. Another Dragon mag. No, my comics are falling over. Let's see here. Y'all will know this from Obscure EU. Spoilers, next Obscure EU video. This is one of my favorites, one of my rarest ones. We've got polyhedrons. There's a lot of polyhedrons that I still need to get. And this one, well, this one has a different cover under there. You can see. Nah, not really, but yeah. But this was my stack before of Obscure EU RPG mags, and my friend has definitely doubled it. Insane. So I'll set those over to the side. And next up on our pile we have Challenge 35, and it has Star Wars advertised on the cover as well as Trek. Very cool. Team Recovery and H-Wing Fighters by James B. King. H-Wings. Tech is not my speciality when it comes to Star Wars, but H-Wings does not sound familiar off rip. I guess we shall see. It is on page 54. Oh, and 58. We've got two Star Wars stories here. Team Recovery and the H-Wing Strikes. The H-Wing Strikes what? Fighter. Strike Fighter. Okay. So, if you want bang for your buck, there's two Star Wars articles in this one. Team Recovery. Dope. We've got some art pieces here. Got a map too. Dope. This is some of my favorite EU content. So, Team Recovery was 4 pages. And the next article is the H-Wing Strike Fighter, which is likewise a Star Wars article by the same author. 2 pages so far. And continues onto a small portion of a 3rd page. And there's the Star Trek article following it. Super dope. Excited to read this one. That looks very interesting indeed. And lastly, we have Challenge 58. This one does not advertise Star Wars on the front cover. These are all in really good condition too, which is amazing. Battle for Mandalore. An advanced battle scenario for Star Wars miniatures battles by Chris Hind. The old Weston game Star Wars miniatures are a blind spot for me currently, but page 68. So I won't recognize if this is a copied over story or not, but we shall see. Ooh, this art piece is dope. Look at that, Boba. I don't know if it's from something else, but that is absolutely amazing. Oh man, there's a story section of this. 10 soldiers wearing the distinctive gray uniforms of the Republican Army. The Republican Army. Getting a little political here, are we? And a half-dozen black-clad Jedi Knights advanced cautiously through the deserted rubble rubble-choked streets of Mandalore. What is going on here? Jedi on Mandalore? Is this like... This is Jedi on Mandalore before KOTOR existed. Years before. Wow, this is dope. 10 soldiers wearing the distinctive gray uniforms of the Republican Army and a half-dozen black-clad Jedi Knights advance cautiously through the deserted, rubble-choked streets of Mandalore. Black smoke hangs heavily in the air. Army Lieutenant Wares matches strides with Voli Quana, Jedi Mistress. Jedi Mistress? Your soldiers fight with remarkable order, Quana says, even in these chaotic conditions. The troops are obeying orders, which I haven't even given yet, Wares responds. It's you, isn't it? Doing some things to their minds, to all our minds, to keep us disciplined and in high morale. Interesting. That's why you look so haggard. The governor is still in the city, Quana says, but he is still preparing to escape in private spacecraft. He must be tried for crimes against the Republic. I'm telepathically relaying all your orders so we may reach him in time. Do not concern yourself with my health, for my ally is the Four. Quana stops, covering her eyes with a hand. What's wrong? Wares asks. Halt your troops, Lieutenant, I sense. Suddenly a long blast and the flash of a bright blue beam. An ambush! Wares' chest explodes and his body spins into an alley. Quana's amber-bladed lightsaber is in her hand, ignited in time to deflect a second blast aimed at her. In the next second, dozens of blue and red blaster bolts intersect the smoky streets, ionizing the air and sending chunks of Formex flying with each near miss. The final battle for Mandalore begins. Very interesting lore implications there. We've got a Wraith Squad, Republican forces, Mandalorian forces, a Jedi Mistress, and it's a third page as well. Wow. See, this is what I love about these. You never know what you're going to get with them. And that was just dope. So, this is quite the haul of Challenge Magazine magazines. In great shape. Thank you for your careful packaging, too, to my friend. And I'm blown away by the generosity of the fandom all over again. Now, I do have 2 extras now, so I'll see if my friend Marcel or Arthur might want these. So I'll be checking with them and pass on the generosity that's been shown to me. So, yeah, this is so cool. If you're interested in these, you can know now that there's Star Wars scenarios in all of these issues that I've shown in the video, and there's some more out there as well. So Challenge Magazine is just fascinating, and so much Star Wars was in them, in so many of the issues. It was one of their favorite article series to publish, it seems like, which is how often it would occur in their run. And it's just one of my favorite parts of the Star Wars collecting aspects, is these rare RPG stories. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you to my friend for sending me these. I'm now going to spend some time reading all of these stories. See you guys next time.